Welcome, listeners, to this SMP Podcast. Senior Medicare Patrol volunteers are in neighborhoods near you, working behind the scenes to keep you safe and informed. Our topic today is Medicare fraud. We will talk specifically about the most common scams so that you can identify these patterns or behaviors on your own to stay safe and protected. My name is Jenna Tanner, and I am one of many SMP volunteers in the Southeast Idaho area. As soon as I started learning about the prevalence of Medicare fraud, I became passionate about educating people on this topic. The first scam I want to talk about concerns ambulance bills. This one is common because it is so simple and easily overlooked. All a scammer has to do is change a few numbers, usually in regards to mileage. So, if you require an ambulance ride, make sure you double-check the mileage you traveled and the mileage you or Medicare were billed for. The second scam includes discount plans or cards. This is most commonly seen with prescription drug discount cards. The problem with this scam is double-sided. They could be using this as a way to get your personal information, or they may actually give you the discount card minus the discounts. What I mean by that is that the policy will end up costing you more than it saves you because it was all a scam to get your money. Mr. Lee has Medicare. One evening, he received a phone call from a woman who identified herself as a Medicare representative. She told Mr. Lee she could save him hundreds of dollars each month by signing him up for the new Medicare prescription drug coverage. Mr. Lee pays over $300 in drug costs each month, so he was eager to join. When the woman said she could sign him up over the phone and asked for Mr. Lee's Medicare and checking account numbers, he gave them to her. After sleeping on it, Mr. Lee realized he had made a mistake by giving out his personal information and contacted his local senior Medicare patrol. The SMP helped Mr. Lee contact his bank to close his account and report the crime to authorities. Third is equipment or supplies. This one is common because it can take so many different forms. I will list just a few of them for you in this episode. This could be starting billing before you received the equipment or continuing billing after the equipment has been returned or never delivered at all. This could also be your providers falsifying your need for the equipment or supplies so they can bill Medicare for it. The fourth and final scam is very important for us right now. It is 2018 and new Medicare cards with new Medicare numbers are being distributed. Ultimately, this should help reduce Medicare fraud because the number will no longer be your Social Security number. However, this is a great window until the new cards arrive for scammers to get a foot in the door. The key to this is to remember that Medicare will never call you for information and your card does not expire. The ultimate takeaway from this episode should be to always be wary of anyone advising things for free, especially in exchange for your personal information. On the other hand, if anyone calls you for money, it is most likely a scam. The basics of avoiding fraud include protecting your information and Medicare or Social Security number, not asking for or allowing care or supplies to be given to you that you do not need. Check your bills for accuracy. Keeping a medical journal can assist in this process. Lastly, if you suspect fraud or are a victim of fraud, report it. We as SMPs need your help in the fight against Medicare fraud.